Yo guys, what's going on? Robert Warshack here, and we are back at it again with another exciting Hearthstone video. Today there was a big announcement on Twitch and I believe on the YouTube live stream from Blizzard with a Hearthstone highlight on what is to come of Hearthstone this year. We're going to, I didn't catch it live because we just got back from the gym, but we will put it up and watch it for the first time here. From what I see on Twitter and all of the social medias, it is quite exciting. So let's get into it, watch it together and enjoy. Hopefully there's some good things in store for Hearthstone, like a new meta.
Today's all about the future and what's next for our favorite game. We're going to reveal our next expansion and talk about our goals for 2026.
We kicked off last year in space with our first ever journey outside
The
of
most
Warcraft
broken
with
expansion.
the Heroes of StarCraft mini-set.
Mini-set,
Then
my
we
bad.
battled for the World Tree in Into the Emerald
Stronger
Dream.
than an expansion.
We even had our first ever expansion sequel with the Lost City of Ungoro. And just recently, we helped Chromie gather heroes from alternate timelines to take down Murazon in Across the Timeways.
I'm gonna say Across the Timeways, if you would have asked me what the last expansion was, I don't think I could have told it to you.
But the story continues.
Oh baby. All right, new expansion time, boys.
Carnage.
Oh, Deathwing.
Destruction.
Animation on point. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I like when the animation style is like more serious and it's not like all ditzy and stuff. I don't know. Like Warcraft is just kind of like inherently some of the, like if you watch like the Magtheridon stuff from a long time ago and old Warcraft animations, dude, they were like movie level animations and they were insane. And then we just like gravitated towards this like Fortnite weird like kitty animation, and I just want to go back to what it was. Anyway, sorry.
And my attack on this world has already begun.
Yo, good. Get rid of Storm on this shit sucks. For the Horde, baby. Burn it down. Jesus. Rag?
Break them, Ragnaros. Conquer them,
Bay?
Azara.
Lady Bay?
Azeroth, your time has come. For now begins the reign.
I like it. You almost wouldn't even know that's a Hearthstone cinematic.
Hey everyone.
Hi.
The story that began in Across the Timeways isn't finished just yet. On the brink of defeat, Murazon shattered.
I met Cora at the last BlizzCon. She's super nice and she's a really good presenter. She presented Hearthstone's it was the Cowboy one, Badlands. She did a really good job.
The hourglass of time and ripped open a portal to another timeline. That timeline is the only one in which Deathwing succeeded in the Cataclysm. This is the Deathwing that won. And now he's here. In order to defeat this world-ending threat, Chromie and the Heroes of Time will join forces with the Dragonflights and venture across Azeroth to defeat Deathwing's lieutenants before taking the fight to the Destroyer himself. But these are no ordinary lieutenants, because in this set, we're bringing back COLOSSALS.
Whoa,
we loved them when
let's
they
go.
first debuted in Voyage to the Sunken City.
By the
and this
way,
was the perfect time to revisit the mechanic
absolutely
with fresh eyes.
Banger cinematic. If you have not seen Voyage to the Sunken City, boys, or you're just starting Hearthstone, please go to the Voyage Sunken City cinematic. It is an absolute banger.
Cataclysm, each class gets their own colossal, but 6 of them are Deathwing's lieutenants, and that means those classes get the new keyword Herald. Or, if Devastation isn't your thing, you can ally with the Dragonflights against Deathwing and gain access to the Shatter keyword. We'll tell you more about both of these keywords in just a minute. You'll also have the aid of the Heroes of Time through a series of spells called the Triumphs and Last Stands. Each class will get either a Triumph or a Last Stand that shows their fabled Hero of Time fighting to save Azeroth. In a battle as big as this one, some heroes will triumph, and others will mount a last stand worthy of a Hero of Time. Cataclysm is coming to Hearthstone next month, but the fight against Deathwing has already started.
Go, boys.
Azeroth, your
There he is.
time has come.
I'll be honest, things are not looking good. We're fighting the most powerful Deathwing
Is he talking about in the storyline or in Hearthstone in general? Heck W.
across all timelines. So we're gonna need some backup. In a community event that starts today, we'll all be joining forces to recruit the Dragonflights. Together, we'll hold off Deathwing's lieutenants while Chromie travels across time and gathers powerful cards from the past. And when Chromie returns on March 10th, 1 week before the Cataclysm expansion, we are giving you access to all cards from the expansions
Oh,
Into the
shit.
Emerald Dream and the Lost City of Ungoro. Every single card.
Wait, hold on. Hearthstone is giving out 3 full expansions worth of cards.
We are giving you access to all cards
And
from the
golden
expansions Into
legendaries?
the Emerald Dream and the Lost City of Ungoro. Every single card, even the goldens. These
Wow.
trial cards
What the
stick
heck?
around for a full expansion cycle. Between this, the core set, and our other events, everyone will have access to 2/3 of all standard cards for free. We
Wow.
want this to be an awesome moment for everyone.
Hearthstone
Including the
must be
players that
hurting,
already
boys.
have everything.
I'm just
So
kidding,
those of you
Hearthstone's
with a
fun.
high collection level and Into the Emerald Dream will receive a free signature Ysera Emerald Aspect. And for those with the Lost City of Ungoro, you'll get a signature Endbringer Umbra. Before the launch of Cataclysm and the trial cards, you'll battle through 2 waves of in-game events. Each wave comes with its own challenges and rewards, like a fiery new skin for Ragnaros. To bring this whole experience to life, we're transforming the
That's really cool. So all players coming back starting, what was it, next week, he said? You get all those cards for an expansion cycle, which means the end of like the after Cataclysm. Like the Cataclysm starts it, and then that's like 3 months of a bunch of cards. That's huge. And then you get for those who already had it, you get the signature cards, and then now we're talking about like some mini event type thing for some signature rag stuff.
Tavern with new visuals, music, and a new game board.
Game
We've
board.
even crafted deck recipes with the new trial cards to help you jump right into games.
There's so much more happening in Cataclysm.
Like set rotation.
Sad to say, but the year of the raptor is about to go the way of the dinosaur. We hope you had legendary moments, memorable matches, and fantastic pack pulls. But now it's time to shake things up. So get
Who is this guy? I don't know who either of these. They might have introduced themselves at the start. I'm sorry. I've never seen these. Maybe I have. I don't know. I remember when we used to recognize, like, Cora is the only person I recognize. I remember back in the day that, like, when a dev or like a lead was in the cinematic, you'd like know who they were and where they stood on the Hearthstone team. I mean, it probably said it, but I don't know.
ready. The year of the Scarab is coming. With our annual core set refresh, we're aiming to make 2026 a year,
The year
of
of the
change,
dung beetle.
with a more fluid meta and stronger class identities.
Yes, some of the staples we all know and love, or maybe love to hate, cards like Brawl and Shadow Step, are going to rotate out to make room for cards like Decimation and Shadow of Demise. The only constant in Hearthstone is change, and we want you to discover, experiment, and of course, let us know what you think. You'll also see some new additions to how we run events, as we start to stitch together the patches with a more coherent narrative through line, and more fun ways to be rewarded as you play.
Speaking of rewards, we'll be adding a new card back for hitting Legend. The classic one
That's
will
good.
still be there, so anyone who reaches Legend for the first time this year will get both of them.
Nice.
Now, let's take a look at what lies ahead. This year starts off as hot as Dragonfire with Cataclysm as our first expansion. Later this summer, our second expansion sees infamous Vanessa Van Cleef planning a jailbreak from the Violet Hold, featuring some very familiar outlaws. We are recommitting ourselves to stronger expansion launches so that the excitement of a new release is like an adventure. Our objective this year is simple: keep things interesting, keep things fun, and keep the meta evolving.
Each of these expansions will be followed by something new, a class set. Instead of adding a couple of cards to all 11 classes in a mini set, we'll deliver a whole bunch of cards to a few classes at a time. We're hoping this will create compelling change at key.
Okay, let me re-explain that. So instead of a mini set, basically what we've seen do nothing, in the past, right? Besides like StarCraft, which was by far it felt like an expansion, right? Instead of doing, let's say we have 10 classes just to make it easy, and then we have 3 sets that release a year. There'll be 3 classes each time that get like double or triple the amount of cards because they're focusing just on those. You know what I mean? So it could work, it could not. I don't know, to be honest. It's gonna make it so the classes that don't get anything feel weird, right? So like you'll be just like the classes that do get something, those will get spammed, and then the classes that don't get anything, it's just gonna like feel kind of depressing for them. But maybe it works out. I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller, but anything is better. Like I'm down to change things up in the hopes that it works out better than just keep doing what we know kind of works, but it's not really a end solution, right? Mini sets, they just weren't hitting the mark anymore at all. You know what I mean? Like when Adventures came out, that was like a mini set that wasn't hitting it. Mini sets came out, it worked for a little bit, but it wasn't really hitting it, right? So I mean,
times throughout the year. And of course, there's a third expansion, but we'll have more to say about that at BlizzCon.
hopefully I get to attend.
That one more thing, that one stupendous surprise coming next year, that thing that like we've all been waiting for a long time, and like when we talk about it, the community gets super stoked.
Wait, it's too soon to talk about that.
Oh, come on. How about like just one little hint? Can I just drop a little?
No.
How about like if we just put our little thing on the screen really quickly?
No,
like, flash it?
absolutely not.
What if I just say that it rhymes with hypotenuse?
But it doesn't rhyme with hypotenuse. Let's cut or rewind.
Haha.
There's still that one more thing, that one stupendous surprise coming next year that we will tell.
Obviously, I wouldn't say obviously, but they're hinting at probably like a new class, right? So we have Monk and we have the Dragusi class, right? We already have Demon Hunter and Death Knight. So it's either a new class, I don't even think they would hype it like an in-game tournament mode like this. So it has to be like a new class, really. It's been about time for a new class.
Tell you all about it, BlizzCon. Thanks for tuning in, folks, and as always, we'll see you in the tavern.
All right, now we get the reveal of some cards. Bragg looks so badass. So does Lady Boosh.
Hey everyone, I'm Alex, senior game designer for Hearthstone. If you're like me, you consider Cataclysm to be one of the most iconic World of Warcraft expansions there's ever been. It's got Deathwing, the Dragonflights, the Dragon Soul, and the near total destruction of Azeroth. So we're excited to bring that kind of heat to Hearthstone. When we set out to make an expansion about Cataclysm, one thing was clear. Deathwing had to take center stage. But Deathwing was defeated in the original Cataclysm, so how is he back? Well, at the end of our last expansion, Across the Timeways, Chromie and the Heroes of Time defeated Murozond. But in a final act of desperation, he smashed the Hourglass of Time, tearing open a portal to a timeline where Deathwing succeeded in the Cataclysm. This version of Deathwing is stronger than ever, so his card had to be bigger, badder, and more powerful than any before. That's why this time, Deathwing is a hero card. Meet Deathwing Worldbreaker. This is Deathwing, so of course he lets you unleash your very own Cataclysm.
It's not every day that the team gets to reinvent a legend.
What were the effects?
He lets you unleash.
Choose one Cataclysm to unleash, Herald twice to upgrade, summon a 12/12, destroy the highest health enemy minion, deal 4 to all enemy minions, and then shuffle 5 random legendary dragons in your deck that cost 1. So no heal. I guess he gives 12 armor. Gives 12 armor, kills the thing, and then AoEs. Okay. I mean, and then obviously Herald, you'd get, I'm assuming, more abilities, but we'll see.
Your very own
They're pretty powerful.
It's not every day that the team gets to reinvent a legend as epic as Deathwing. The original Deathwing was defeated thanks to the Dragon Soul. In this one, he took it for himself. We aim to keep the villain we loved while showing you how he won in this alternate timeline. Now he's rocking even more metal plating to contain the huge power that he now commands. His design is a bit leaner, sharper, and ready to tear the world apart all over again.
Deathwing invaded with his colossal lieutenants, and a brand new keyword ties them all together: Herald.
Like Invoke.
Yep, Colossals are back.
So Herald, think about invoking your Colossal. So when you play Herald, your Colossal minion in your deck gets more powerful, just like Galakron back in the day. Rob, are you going to play a Herald Shaman? Galakron Shaman, Rob?
6 classes are aligned with Deathwing, and each class features one of his lieutenants as a legendary heralded Colossal. Take a look at the Warrior Colossal, Ragnaros, the Great Fire. These minions are massive and have appendages that take up extra spots on the board. Now when you herald, your class's Colossal sends a soldier to join the battle, carrying the same abilities as the Colossal's appendages. Herald makes Deathwing and his Colossal allies stronger and stronger the more you use it. So for Ragnaros, after you herald twice, you double the stats and effects of his hands and his soldiers. After you herald 2 more times, you double them again for maximum power. For Deathwing, using Herald
So let me explain that for in case, for clarification. So you basically invoke or herald, and then you are upgrading the dragon, but also the card that you herald, it summons whatever piece it is, and it'll summon whatever upgraded piece after it's been upgraded. So Bragg's arms deal damage at the end of the turn, right? When you play a herald piece, it summons one of Rag's arms to the right of the heralded minion. It's not just a lowly stat creature that just heralds. It also, like before, remember Invoke, where it would also summon the things. It's the same thing. So that's pretty good.
multiple times allows you to trigger extra cataclysms.
Our concept art team gave Deathwing's lieutenants monster makeovers. In this alternate timeline, Ragnaros devoured the World Tree, supercharging himself with its power. In the concept art, you can see its scorched, twisted branches forming Ragnaros' body. For the lore lovers out there, look closely and you'll spot subtle nods to Archimonde's armor woven all into the design.
The original Cataclysm means so much to so many players, so we aspired to capture the same intense cataclysmic feeling in Hearthstone. When Deathwing shows up, he's a streak of smoke and fire.
I don't know why
Then
that was
he
funny.
slams down with the force of a volcano. Everywhere we could, we cranked up the visual effects to deliver the fantasy and destructive power of Deathwing, and of course, the other legendary cards as well.
To capture the epic scale of Cataclysm, we're bringing back a fan favorite keyword, Colossals. These Colossals were a really fun artistic challenge. The illustrations have to work as one long, massive painting, but they also have to work split into individual cards for the main body and the appendages. That way, they come together in the game to create a unified vision of these enormous creatures. While colossal minions are already tremendously powerful, we wanted to give them even more punch for this set. We envision Colossals that grow stronger as the game unfolds. They become these towering forces that really embody the escalating danger of Cataclysm.
I like it, boys. I like it.
Azeroth's fate may look grim, but 5 of Hearthstone's classic
So the problem, like, I wouldn't say the problem with it. It's just right now, like, you just play with cards, and is it really as fun as it? You know what I mean? Like, so hopefully this brings back, like, when you play a card, it's fun, it matters. You feel like, I don't know, good inside. Like right now, the decks just play the 1 mana card on 1, play the 2 mana card on 2, and then you win by turn 5 if you're playing Dragon Warrior because you play the 5 mana, 6/6, deal 5, heal 5. Like, it's just. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, I liked Cthulhu back in the day because you're working you have a Cthulhu deck, right? And you would do the pieces, or you do the when you gave it stats. Remember that? There's been a bunch of different forms of Cthulhu where like you're building and you're striving towards this big end game thing. Quests kind of do the same thing, but quests didn't really land this time, and then previously they were quite annoying. So back to the video. Sorry.
are teaming up with the 5 Dragonflights to face off against Deathwing's forces. Each of these classes features a legendary dragon aspect, and they're also packing a new keyword called Shatter, which we'll talk about in a moment. Let's take a look at the aspect of the Black Dragonflight, Abyssian. We love finding storytelling opportunities where lore shines through gameplay. And
Not gonna lie, I did not catch that legendary.
And Abyssian is a perfect ending story at the aspect of the Black Dragon.
Battlecry, your dragons have rushed this game while in hand. Play a dragon to become a 12/12. This is a 7 mana 12/12. Your dragons have rushed this game. I mean, that seems really good considering. Remember Dr. Boom back in the day? The 7 mana, your mechs have rush. I feel like this is good. I mean, a 7 mana 12/12 boom like mech rush effect is good. I guess in a dragon deck, obviously. If you don't draw, it's quite bad. But like,
Dragonflight
very good.
Abyssian. We love finding storytelling opportunities where lore shines through gameplay, and Abyssian is a perfect example. In Warcraft, powerful dragons can assume a humanoid visage form. So when Abyssian is in your hand and you play a dragon, he sheds his form and transforms into a 12/12 dragon that benefits from his ability to let dragons rush into battle.
Now the Earth Warders.
Nice. If it works for those on the field already.
Cataclysm is tearing the world asunder, and it's up to our heroes to mend these shattered cards. When you draw a shatter card, it breaks into two pieces that go to the opposite sides of your hand. You can play the shattered pieces by themselves, but if you can play the cards in between and make the pieces touch, they recombine back into a single card with two effects for the price of one.
So if you were wondering why Misplaced Pyromancer from the last expansion was misplaced, now you know. Each of the Dragonflight
So one got a Death Knight or a Deathwing neutral hero, which looks insanely fun, and the other one got Shatter, which looks like it's gonna go in aggro decks, right? Because Shatter, you can't have a giant hand size, or you're never gonna get the pieces together. And the whole point of Shatter is like you don't want to play like they're two underwhelming cards at first, but together they're like, you know, two cards in one, so it's pretty powerful. So obviously you want them together, and the only way to get together is to play all the cards in between them, or have a very like not big hand. What decks can play a lot of cards quickly and not have big hands? Generally aggro decks. So obviously Deathwing leaning towards, you know, 10 mana card, control, Shatter, aggro.
classes are also getting a legendary colossal minion. For instance, Paladins have the 5-headed monstrosity known as Chromatus. Chromatus is Nefarian's infamous failed experiment, and we've brought the creature to life with a redesign that makes him feel darker and more primordial. We wanted Chromatus to feel like a nightmare, both to behold and to play against. His 5 heads
just like all Paladins
board,
are,
each granting a unique enhancement that makes him a tough threat to tackle.
Rounding out the set, we have new hand targeting cards. Check out Battlefield Blaster, which lets you choose a card in your hand and give it +1 spell damage. We first introduced this type of mechanic in the Lost City of Ngoro. Since then, we've been working hard to make hand targeting smooth and effortless to use. We tested it over and over, making sure it feels great on every device. We also added a new cursor when you hover over targetable cards and tweaked the checkered arrow so it never covers card text. All that effort means you'll see plenty of hand targeting cards in future expansions and in this set. Here's one of them, Chamber of Aspects.
An unprecedented threat calls for an unprecedented response. So to help you turn the tide,
hand thing is cool. We'll see if I don't know. Like giving, like, I guess giving spell power to spells and hands, like, good, right? Like, but just, I don't know. I wasn't excited. I'm not.
Chromie uses her magic to give you every card from 2 past expansions, Into the Emerald Dream and the Lost City of Ngoro. These trial cards will be added to your collection on March 10th, 1 week before the Cataclysm expansion launch, and will stick around for 1 full expansion cycle.
That's huge, by the way,
That's 2
boys.
full sets of trial cards, including Goldens. We want this to be a celebration for everyone. So if you already have a high collection level from Into the Emerald Dream, you will receive the signature legendary Ysera Emerald Aspect. And if you already have a high collection level from the Lost City of Ngoro, you'll get the signature legendary Endbringer Umbra.
This is only the beginning of your journey into Cataclysm. We already told you about the trial cards, but there's also a ton of free rewards for you to claim.
Check out our new Cataclysm web event to help Thrall rally the Dragonflights. You'll get the legendary Abyssian card and 2 copies of the signature version of Envoy of the End.
Just for logging into the game, you'll get War Master Blackthorn. By completing quests for the in-game events, you can earn 3 more.
7 mana 6/6 Battle Cry. This is the free one for everybody. Destroy all cards that cost 2 or less in both players' hands and decks. I guess combo decks, right? Like, I don't know. Does this fit anywhere right now? I don't. Maybe. I just feel like turn 7, by the time you play this, if you're going against aggro, you've either won or lost, right? And then if you're playing against control deck, I don't know. I feel like this card needed to cost like 4. Because No, 4 would probably be too good against aggro decks. Yeah, maybe 5. 5 or 6. 7 seems crazy, but they're a very powerful effect. Obviously, this effect is insane.
Cards: Dark Iron Harbinger, Sands of Time, and Disciple of Demise.
Whoa, hold on. All right, so that back to the 2 mana card. It could be 7 if it destroyed on the field too. Cards that cost 2 or less, and if it, you know what I mean, then it would actually be really good. All right, so we got a 4 mana 7/7 Death Rattle. Summon a 0/7 Doomsayer that destroys all minion at the start of your turn. Why does that look like insane? Dude, Dark Iron Harbinger looks crazy good. Because you can just slot him in any like mid-range, and like if they don't kill it, it's bad. And if they do kill it, they still have to kill the Doomsayer because they're going to lose their board if they don't. So that seems good. Sands of Time, rewind, discover a spell from any class or just your class after you rewind. I mean, it's obviously good with the rewind stuff cards, yes. And Disciple to 8 mana 8/8 dragon. Battlecry, randomly destroy another minion. Repeat for each dragon. You randomly destroy another minion. Okay. It says another enemy. It doesn't say enemy. Am I crazy to think that this is killing your own stuff? Okay.
And there are even more rewards on the horizon. Keep an eye out for free hero skins, free card backs, and more.
We can't wait for everyone to experience the fun, excitement, the fire, the brimstone, and the mass destruction that is Cataclysm. Be sure to try out the new Deathwing hero card early in the Cataclysm pre-release Tavern Brawl starting March 10th, a full week before the expansion launches on March 17th Pacific time. Have fun, and we hope Cataclysm shatters your expectations.
Hey. No, it seems like they're going hard, boys. Like, this is like the most we've ever gotten for an expansion. Like, I feel like this is a lot, right? Like, we've stepped up our game in expansion announcements and releases, and I can't share everything yet, but I can share. I can. There, it gets even better. There is it'll be exciting. I think it'll be really, really good. I mean, I'm excited to see how everything pans out. This expansion, obviously, when it arrives, and how the meta forms with the new rotation, everything, which I'll make a video on, going over all the sets leaving and all the decks that are impacted and all that good stuff. But also just up until the expansion, it's really important to build hype, and the system that we had before really just wasn't particularly great. So hopefully this time around we have a fresh year and we can really tackle some of the things that have been holding Hearthstone back. So with that, would love to hear what you guys think of this. I think it looks, I haven't been really, like, Hearthstone's just been in a place, I would say, for like the past, I would say, good half year to a year. It's existed. It hasn't been thriving. I think this is a good jumping off point for Hearthstone to, like, you know what I mean, to turn the corner of like, hey, we care about our game, and let's do some stuff that's exciting for the players and and content creators as well. You know what I mean? Like, you want people making content for the game, and you also want people playing the game. So it's good to balance both those things out. So I'm excited, and again, hopefully you guys are excited too. And let me know in the comment section below. I'm interested to hear. I want to be like, Rob, that was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. So with that, of course, I'm Robert Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.